Oopsie, wrong way. There we go. Okay. I don't know if I got it straight. Hi, good morning, and welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. I'm Kristin Omdahl, and this is episode 396, and we're here live in Southwest Florida, waiting on the sun to rise over the buildings and the trees in the east, and this is the Gulf of Mexico behind me. It's very hazy today, so we'll see what the sun's going to do. Hi, Christy. Thanks for joining live. If you're joining me live, please say hello. Let me know where you're from. Names going so fast. Cherie, Lisa, Nancy, Jermaine. I missed, I think, 5 or 6 names. Sorry. Thanks for joining live. Hi, Grace and Mars, Sally Ann, Barbara. Glad you all could be here. Hi, Lily and Melissa and Lisa. Oh, thanks, Lisa. This is the Sabrina vest from Layers Crochet, and I'm wearing it over one of my favorite Amazon dresses. This is one of those dresses that I bought last year, and you can find it in my Amazon shop. Wonderful for spring or summer. It has that seamed waistband here, so it tucks in at the waist a little bit and then comes back out as about an A-line skirt, and I'm 5'9", and it comes just above my kneecaps. I think it's fine on its own, but I really think it's a wonderful candidate for wearing layers over the top. So whether you wear a shawl over it, a vest, a little cardigan, or many of the projects in Layers Crochet and Layers Knit for that matter, so many of them would look cute over a little dress like this. The dress comes in a gazillion prints and colors, and I have about a half a dozen of them. And this particular print has a navy background with some colors like pink damask and crushed berries and Caribbean turquoise and lots of the different colors that my yarn comes in. This happens to be in Be So Sporty yarn in colorway crushed berries. Good morning, Judy. I'm sure I missed a bunch of names again, but that's what happens when you start talking. So I appreciate you all being here, even if I haven't said your name. Hi, Joe. Joe, you'll love making this one. It's easy to make, and it's such an easy vest to throw over anything. I love the fact that it looks cute over a dress. It also looks cute over jeans and a tank top. It would look cute over shorts and a shirt. The dress, do I know what fabric it is? It is a synthetic blend of some kind. You'll have to go to my Amazon page and look at the listing to see what the fiber content is. Karen is in vacation in Southwest Idaho for her family. That's wonderful. Hi, Naomi. Hi, Anne. Thank you, Anne. I'm glad you like the vest too. I love this vest. I'll turn around so you can see it. So here's the back. And I love the fact that the way I designed it, it has cap sleeves. I know I've talked about this before, but when I wear a sleeveless top, I prefer the layer on top to come over that edge. And if my underlayer has sleeves, then I think it looks cute to have a sleeveless layer on top. I find that if both pieces come to here, I don't think that that's nearly as cute. So either this piece needs to come longer and this one short, or if this one's higher, then this one should come longer. I think there should be some layering of your layers at the shoulder so that one of them, at least one of them, comes over your shoulder and down your arm. Judy saw a fish jump. Awesome. Maybe we'll see a dolphin today too. There's a boat way far in the background. Way far. Is that a word? I don't know. I guess it is now. Jill's favorite thing to make is vests. That's wonderful. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Maybe? Oh. Okay, maybe not. That was close. Hi, Kimberly from North Carolina. Glad you could be here. So I thought that I would talk a little bit about comments this morning. So I've had a variety of, across the spectrum of comments this week. I get a lot of comments every day, from Instagram to Facebook to Pinterest to Twitter to YouTube, What other ones do I have? I have a bunch. I don't know. Anyway, I get comments all day long. Most of them are really, really nice or just regular. Occasionally they're really, really rotten, and sometimes they're over the top amazing. So it really runs a spectrum. Well, in the last 2 days, I've had some on both ends of that scale. So I wanted to share them with you this morning for a couple of reasons. First of all, I want to share the bad one with you because whether you have an online presence like I do and you're inundated with comments all the time, or you just have friends and family on social media, or you aren't even on social media and you just have a group of friends and you hear someone talk about you behind your back, I feel like the core feeling that it starts in you is the same. Remember, we're all more alike than we are different. So we all have those core feelings of wanting to be accepted and wanting to be liked and wanting to be appreciated, right? So somebody wrote on one of my videos on YouTube the other day that it was the worst tutorial she had ever seen. And she wrote it in all caps, and she misspelled the word tutorial with the word T-I-T in the middle of it. And she was so angry that she hated the tutorial so much that she went on and on. Then she decided to go to more of my videos to write even more lengthy descriptions of how much she hated my videos. And all in caps and all yelling. And you know what's awesome? I laughed at the T-I-T in the middle tutorial. I did not like the all caps. But then when I saw that she wrote that it was the worst on the ever, I kind of laughed, and I reminded something we say to each other all the time here. Other people's opinions of me are none of my business. Exactly, Grace. I feel like she had some issues of her own, and so I ended up replying to her, and I wrote, "Thank you for your feedback." And I explained to her that the video that she hated so much may not have been the video that she wanted, but if she needed any help, I had thousands of videos on my channel, and she wanted my help in redirecting her to something she liked better, to let me know. And I couldn't believe I had it in me to be so kind and generous, but I don't know, something came over me that her opinion of me is none of my business, and you know what? She's got her own issues, so I was so amazed that I was able to do that. So I wanted to share that this morning to let you know that it's one thing for us to talk about inspirational quotes here, and it's one thing for us to encourage each other, but it's really what happens in real life, right? It's when we're not all together, and when you're all by yourself and something crappy happens to you, it's really hard to stay focused and to not let it get to you. So I wanted to share that story with you and let you know that you can do the same thing. You really can. And maybe there'll be a little birdie on your shoulder that says, hey, remember, other people's opinions of you are none of your business. So that's the only reason why I wanted to share it this morning. So I wanted you to know that you have it inside you to turn the other cheek and show your good character. How people treat you has nothing to do with your character. How you react to them has everything to do with your character. So enough about that. The other comment that I read this week was someone saying that she had never seen a designer share so many different ways of styling their patterns before. And I thought about it for a minute. I'm like, well, why is that so different? Why do I do that and maybe other people don't? And I wonder if it comes from my background in the fashion industry, and specifically my background in being a professional model when I was a teenager, because we had a lot of photo shoots where we would take abstract items and drape them on my body to create garments. Like I was at a photo shoot once where we took like a dirty tarp. I don't mean dirty, but like it had paint splotches on it. It was a used painter's tarp, and we draped it across my body to make it look like an evening gown. I've been to photo shoots where we've taken long, flowy, gauzy curtains and draped them across my body to make them into evening gowns. And I wonder and I've been to designers' studios where I've been draped before the garments were actually made for not photo shoots, That's more for runway. But anyway, I think from all of those draping experiences at an early age, I wonder if that's what gives me that vision for seeing our finished projects that we make and seeing the different ways to wear them. So that was something I thought I'd share. And since I decided to bring up modeling, I thought you all might like to see my first composite. A composite is a photo business card for a model. And this was my first one. Let's see if it has a year on it. It doesn't. This was when I was with Elite Model Management in Chicago before I went on to Elite Model Management in New York. And so this is when I was 13 years old. And here is the front side. So it's 13 here. And then I'll turn it over and you can see the back side. So the back side is going to have 3 additional photos. And oh my gosh, I wasn't quite my full height here because I was only 13. I was 5'8", 125 pounds, like, wow. Oh, my shoe size wasn't fully grown yet either. I was a 7.5. You ready for my measurements though? I was a 34 bust, 22 waist, and 34 hip. How in the heck did that happen? So there I am in a tuxedo, shorts, and a blazer, and then overalls in this picture. 13 years old. I think these were all done on the same day. 22-inch waist. I'm afraid to measure my thighs because I would be really upset if I had a 20. I have no idea how big my thighs are, but I think I'd be really creeped out if it was 22 inches. Okay, so if I was 13 there, 46 now. This is 33 years old. Oh, I look just like Marlon. Oh, he loves to hear that he looks just like his mom, right? Actually, he is okay with it, surprisingly, but he hears it all the time. Thanks, Barbara. Thanks, everybody, for your kind words. I thought it'd be fun to do a little show and tell this morning. So that was my first ever composite. Yes, I did look mature at my young age. You are right. Jill, yep, I was told to lose weight too. At this point, I was told I could use a nose job and that I could use to lose weight. So at 5'8", 125 pounds, 34, 22, 34, I was told I could lose some weight and I was told that I could use a nose job. Anyway, it was still a great experience. I learned so much about being an entrepreneur. I learned so much about fashion and all sorts of good things. I learned how to navigate creepy situations. I certainly had to fight off photographers, rock stars, and all sorts of grown men back then, and I did it successfully. So where do I live? Oh, I live in Southwest Florida, Lace. This is the Gulf of Mexico behind me. Oh, and professional athletes. Yeah, I thwarted off professional athletes, rock stars, and photographers back then. Oh, pretty scary at a young age, but that's okay. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? And all of those life experiences made me the person that I am today, and I wouldn't trade it for a thing. Does anybody have any questions before we move on? I think I mentioned what yarn this was made out of, and I haven't seen any questions about it, but if I've missed any important questions, oh, Lace is from Portugal. Welcome. So glad you could be here. Portugal sounds pretty too. I've never been there. Oh, Christine, thank you so much. I'm glad you like my tutorials. If anybody needs help finding specific tutorials, let me know. I've got some wonderful playlists put together. And you know what's awesome about playlists is once you watch one of the videos, you can set it up to autoplay the rest of the videos in the list. So like if you want to get a taste for the patterns in any of my books, the playlist for those books, you can go through all of them and get a feel for the projects in those books too. And I have the libraries of stitches, so if you want to do a refresher course on crochet stitches or knit stitches, those playlists would be fantastic to put on autoplay to watch all of them. Thanks, Payla. Payla, I think your name was. I missed it. Went by quickly. Wait and see if there's, oh, Judy, I'm so glad you enjoy my tutorials. So the The necklace came out yesterday. The Annika Love Knot Celtic Knot necklace tutorial came out yesterday, and if you don't knit, please, please, please don't feel like the video is only for knitters. The beginning of the video, I teach you how to do the I-cord, but after that, I show you how to make that knot on any kind of a rope. I actually demonstrated on a crochet chain rope. You could do it with regular rope, you could do it with ribbons, you could do it with combining all sorts of things, t-shirt yarn, whatever. It does not matter. You could make strips from fabric strips. Whether you do the I-cord, the knitted, or any sort of fabric or ribbons or materials, you can learn this tutorial whether you knit, crochet, or not. So I encourage all of you to watch it anyway. It's not that long, and the knot is absolutely fantastic, and it makes a pendant and a necklace combined. It's not a pendant that you put on a necklace, you create a pendant onto the necklace. It's magical. It's so cool, and I highly recommend watching it, and I think you're going to absolutely love it. Takes no time at all to make. You have plenty of time to make it for Mother's Day gifts still. Just really lovely. Hi Sandy, thanks for joining live. Michelle likes the sleeve videos. Wonderful, I'm so glad. Yes, Jane, please take a look at it. I think you will love it. It's so cool. I want to make a few more styles of the necklace too, when I have time. Yes, bling would be fabulous in the necklace, Jane. Absolutely. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Cherie's making her mom one right now. Wonderful. I think you could combine different colors. If you were going to combine several components, you could do several. You could do one knit I-cord, one crochet chain, one ribbon, and do them all three in different colors, and then you would see that direction of the knot even more graphically if there were different colors in there. Christine, did I ride my bike today? I sure did. Yes, I rode my bike today. It's funny, I have a lock on my bike, and did you know that nowadays they make the combination letters, not numbers? So it creates a word, and I think it's supposed to be easier for you to remember. Oh, I gotta sneeze again. Good morning. I think I'm gonna have to sneeze the whole morning here. Hi Cindy, early in California, glad you could be here. Hi Lydia, glad you could be here. Does anybody have any other questions? Yes, Lydia, it is so gorgeous here this morning. I wish I could stay all day. One of these days I'm going to stay at the beach all day. I'm going to bring an umbrella and water and snacks and sit here all day. One day. Hi Steve, glad you could be here. Good morning. All right, if nobody has any other questions, I'm going to show another show and tell. I have made some progress on the dress that I'm working on. And I'm going to elongate my last stitch here so I don't unravel it. And you'll see I've made some progress on my dress. It's not quite dress length yet, but it's getting there. There we go. It's not blocked yet, so it is a little bit longer than this. And yeah, it's coming along nicely. I'm looking forward to finishing it. I'm about 1.5 balls in. It's going to be at least a 3-ball project, and it's in Be So Sporty Bling. I do crochet fast, Barbara. That is one of the perks of how much I work, is that I get faster, just like anybody else. The more you practice anything, the better you get. For the last 2 months, I've been making it a point to practice my piano for at least 10 minutes a day, and I've gotten so much better at it too, and that makes me so happy. What yarn did I use? It was Be So Sporty Bling in colorway Moonstone. Thanks, Lisa. Hi, Pamela. Glad you could be here. Hi, Dee. Thank you, Pay4. Thank you, Kimberly. I'm glad everybody likes it. It's going to be really pretty when it's done. And it'll be the third dress completed for my dress book. I have 2 other dresses that I've already completed. And I'm thinking about adding some store-bought dresses with crochet on fabric for it too, because I have a couple of pieces in my closet right now that I think would make amazing dresses if I just add to them. Michelle, I don't know how long it will be yet. I haven't decided. This one might be a short dress. Jane's enjoying the view of the beach. Yes, it is very relaxing. So beautiful here this morning. It's quite hazy, but still so beautiful. Oh, there's fish right there. Sure wish we could see a dolphin though. Or a manatee or a turtle, something big. Anyway, one of these days we will. Good morning, Vera. Glad you could be here. I wonder, could I try on the dress top yet? Yeah, I probably could. Let's see. I elongated my stitch so I won't mess that up. Yeah, if I take this one off, I could try it on and give you an idea of it. That's the beauty of top-down projects, right? You can try them on as you go. So here's my progress so far. It's almost the length of a top right now, but I'm wanting to make it into a dress. But that's one of the things that I'm going to talk about in the dress book, is where to fit, where to stop. Any of the dresses could become, depending on the construction, any of the dresses could be tops as well, if you just don't include the skirt part. So there will be notations and modifications in the book for any of the dresses to be tops or skirts, probably. But there's my progress so far. Thanks, Grace. Thank you, Dee. I'm very happy with it. So the skirt will be, yeah, it'll be beautiful as a top too, Lisa, absolutely. Yes, Barbara, it'll be beautiful as a top too. And any of the dresses will have modifications and notations to teach people how to do that, because I know not everybody wants to wear dresses. Yeah, it'd be great as a top, Jane. Gosh, the water is just mesmerizing. It'd be a great day to go for a walk on the beach too. Hi Betty, thanks for joining. Glad you could be here. All right, so I brought all 5, let's see, let me get them in order. I brought all 5 of my issues of Create, Share, Inspire notebook. You can find all 5 of these and my website or on Amazon Prime all over the world. They're also available in English and Spanish. And I'm gonna, whoever is first to pick a number between 1 and 5, pick one of the 5 issues and I will randomly pick a quote from it and we'll talk about it. So whoever says 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 first. Okay, we've got a 5 from Grace. So we'll pick up 5. This is such a pretty photo. I took this photo at Barefoot Beach last year. I took this photo at Barefoot Beach the day I was doing a photo shoot for Motif Magic. I was doing the Marissa shawl and the multicolored knit motif shawl, and this was a photo that I took while I was doing it. Oh, okay, so now we'll number 5 and we'll flip. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce this man's name. So, I think it's Lao Tzu, L-A-O space T-Z-U. I know it's an ancient philosopher, and this is a really wonderful, simple, and profound quote Great acts are made up of small deeds. This is something we talk about so much here on the podcast. It can apply to whatever you're doing. Learning how to knit or crochet, learning how to cook, learning how to be more patient. It doesn't matter what you're trying to do. Any type of self-improvement applies to this. Great acts are made up of small deeds. Absolutely. We all have it in us. We can all be better at anything we want to be better at. Like I said, whether it's kindness, patience, it can be any sort of a virtue. Any little act builds upon itself. Great acts are made up of small deeds. So whether you're trying to be more virtuous, whether you're trying to be a better piano player, a better crocheter, a better knitter, a better sewer, a better employee, a better employer, a better husband, a better wife, a better boyfriend, a better girlfriend, a better parent, a better child, it doesn't matter. All great acts are made up of small deeds. We all have the same desires, we all have the same wishes, and we all have the same opportunity. So from Lao Tzu, if I'm saying it correctly, and I apologize if I'm not, great acts are made up of small deeds. What a great quote to start our day with. So whatever you do today, just know that you are enough, and every small act that you do to make yourself a better person is good enough and is working in the right direction. So awesome. Yes, Melissa, kindness breeds kindness. Absolutely. Yes, when you are kind to other people, most of the time, it's infectious and it makes them want to be kind too. And even if it's not, what do we always say? Other people's opinions of us are none of our business anyway. So it always makes us feel better when we're kind, regardless how other people react to our kindness. So thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful sunrise, the amazing scenery, our beautiful birds here this morning eating their breakfast, so cute, chatting with me and everyone else here. Let us make time to create, share,